Let's get situated. I think we live. I think we live. What's up, family? What's up, family? Let me fix my lights. We in there. We in there like swimwear. We in there like swimwear. What's up, beautiful people? How you doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How your granny doing? Hope all is amazing. Hope all is amazing. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. As you come into the live, make sure you click the thumbs up. Make sure you like, make sure you share. What's poppin', family? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Why I can't see my chat? There we go. What's up, Aisha? What's up, Aisha? Aisha, you're the girl that I never had. You remember that song? Who used to sing that? Who used to sing that? Aisha, I want you so bad. Was that like Belle Bill DeVoe? Who was that? Who used to sing that? Who used to sing that song? You sing that about Lakeisha? Lakeisha. Let's go. I like it. I like it. Another bad creation? Another bad. I would have never thought of that name. I would have never thought of that name. Y'all, I literally got home like at like 1:00 in the morning from Michigan. I got home like at 1 in the morning. I literally went upstairs, kissed my babies, literally just sat on the couch. I said, because if I go to bed, it's over. It's over. It's over. What's happening, Supreme Rising? Supreme Rising. What's popping, family? I hope y'all have had an amazing weekend. First thing first, I want to say Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. We have to give it up to the soldiers, to the braves, to those who take risks, those who literally are the reason why we're able to be free. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Megan? What up, Megan? What up, John? What up, Vonderland? What up, Jeff? Riley? What's happening? Ramon? Eliana, what's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Yeah, so it's gonna be a good one today. I don't know if you guys don't realize that Memorial Day also realized that it's like summertime. What up, Marcus? What up, baby? It's summertime. And when the summertime gets here, what does that remind everybody? What when you think of summer, type it in the chat what you think of. I might have to turn my little music down. What you think of when you think of the summertime? Let me tell you what I think of when I think of the summertime. I think of sunshine. I think of rainbows. I think of new flowers. I think of being in Vegas. I think of the heat. I think of pool parties. I think a lot more skin being showed. Like, this is what's popping off out here in Vegas. Like, everybody's finna come out here with their new costumes. People finna come out here half naked. People finna be walking in stilettos. Like, it's finna go down. People finna start, like, you know what I'm saying, showing out. People finna start showing out because it's summertime. A lot of people been in the gym, so they got their summer body ready. This is probably the first year I'm not as confident with the summer body. Put some fire in the chat if you're not as confident in the summer body. Like, you had goals in January. I'm like, look, imagine I still got my jewelry on. I still got my jewelry on. Imagine you had goals in January to be fit by May or June, and here it is, May 26th, a few more days until June. And how many people still kind of like, I'm still gonna wear my t-shirt at the pool. Fellas, where you at? Where the t-shirt wearing pool guys at? Where y'all asses at? Where y'all asses at? So we're gonna make some fun today. We're gonna have some good laugh today. Today is not gonna be a serious Grinch, like soul wrenching, mind turning, twisting, self-reflecting. None of that today. None of that today. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna have some fun for the next little 45 minutes. Yeah, dad and mom bodies are amazing. That's for sure. I'm for sure dad boding it right now. Like for sure, I have the dad bod. I mean, I won't say I'm like a super dad. Maybe my daughter told me the other day before I left to Michigan. She was like, "Dad, you realize you have a lot of muscles?" I said, "Of course." And she was like, "Why?" I said, "Because these muscles are to protect you." She said, "Because I'm a princess?" I said, "Yes, because you're a princess." You see the innocence in children? Because I'm a princess? Yes, because you're a princess. And what I wanted to tell you guys is when I think about the mindset that I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and I realized, I said, you know what? I was sitting here meditating because I woke up like at 4:15. I said, let me meditate from like 4:15 to like 4:30 versus praying, and then I'll pray later. This is my thought process this morning. So I'm sitting over here meditating, and I'm just like realizing that sometimes you have to reconnect with the childlike innocence, that childlike excitement, that childlike curiosity. Is what I want to say, or the childlike fantasy. Like put some H in the chat if you remember when you were the child, or how excitement. You imagine the excitement I saw in my daughter's eyes and the belief that I saw in her eyes that the reason why her daddy has muscles is to protect her because she's a princess. Like, imagine me tell her like, well, you're actually not a princess, and my muscles is because I like to be fit and because I travel a lot. You need to have a very strong body to jump in and out of planes, been going in and out from time zones, sleeping in different there. I didn't want to give her that. Imagine if I give her that. So she's like, well, what does that got to do with me? Like, so when I'm here to tell you guys, like, your children are the prime example of what true belief is because they depend on us for everything. They depend on us for everything. And sometimes it's extremely hard to discipline them. It's also extremely hard to like connect with them when they're just being outrageously like horrible kids, like because they're just not getting what they want. They're in this little transformation of like, I want. And then when they don't get, they just, do you realize you have that same characteristics? Like they get the characteristics from us. They are a mirror image of us, but they're the closest to God that you will ever get next to. Let me say this again. Your children are like mirrors of us, and they're the closest thing to God that you will see walking on this earth. Children, your children. This is 100%. What's up, Patrice? This is 100% facts. So imagine when I sit here and I look at my daughters and I go, wow, they have no clue what's happening around them. They have no clue that the retail business is like crumbling down. They have no clue that people are out here living check by check. They have no clue that Bitcoin just hit 111,000. They have no clue that the whole digital system is literally just switching over in everybody's faces. They have no clue that we're in such a situation in our economy that we are desperate need of a different monetary system because the old system is no longer valuable. It has too much corruption and it has too many leaks. It has too many loopholes. So in order to literally create a better financial system for our children, the old system has to go. So I say to any and everybody in here right now, if you're not investing and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, for those who are going to watch this, that is not a part of our organization. My question to you, if you're still thinking that this new financial space is a scam, then I'm here to tell you that, number one, your government is behind it and they're in on it. Number two, almost 98% of the investors that are in the markets today are in on it. Your Fortune 500 companies, in on it. Your president, in on it. Half of your buddies are in on it. So my question to the individual that sit here and say that Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana, and all of these things are scams, then what the hell are you waiting on? Because everybody's in on it. Like, why are you sitting here and not creating childlike excitement, childlike enthusiasm, childlike belief that this is the new system, that you have a new start to get your money up, to be more stable, to get off of the ball game of just living in the cycle of check by check. Because I don't understand when I hear people talk about summertime, most people start thinking about vacation. Most people start thinking about everything but work. See, when I asked you guys what does summertime mean to you guys, a lot of people didn't even answer the question. I started telling you what summertime means to me when it comes to Vegas. But let me tell you what physically summertime means to me. Summertime means to me that the heat is on. The heat is on. So when the heat is on, if you sit still, guess what happens? You overcook. So when you're sitting here and you're trying to literally not take action, but you start overthinking, you're overcooking an idea that action has to be displayed at this point. I don't understand if you guys don't understand this. Like you're working out to transform your whole body, to lose weight, to get into summer clothes, and you get into the summer clothes and you forget about the work. The heat is on. The heat is on. So I see people get fit for the summer and then fat by the time they go back to school. Let me say that again. And we're not talking about pretty hot and tempting fat. We're talking FAT, shame yourself, Hercules fat. We're talking Respucia, why you move my seat fat. We talking cut your skin and Rocky Road may be coming out as your blood type. I'm talking death fat. I'm just saying, I know it's like a new day and age and it's 2025 and you ain't supposed to be even saying the fat word, but I'm just saying, because I had a lady in my booth the other day, was pretty big, but she wasn't fat. So she said, yo, I would love to take one of your jewelries, but I just don't think it's going to fit around my fat wrist. I said, ma'am, if I was Ray Charles right now, I would grab your wrist and I would openly say, ma'am, you're not fat, because I've seen some fat wrists today. I've seen some pretty big wrists today, ma'am. I've added 4 links to a lady's wrist just a few minutes ago. So now let me tell you this, the bracelet fits you as is, and it is 8.5 inches. So that is a pretty mighty nice size wrist you got there. I was holding her wrist like this, and I was just like, well, goddamn. I'm telling y'all. So what I'm here to tell you guys is summertime is for you to take action because the heat is on. And the heat is on from all of the ideas that you have been cooking up, all of the manifestation, all of the prayers, all of the affirmation, everything that you've been trying to acquire since January. It is that time. I made a whole day, bro. Nino, I had her smiling from ear to ear. I had her smiling from ear to ear. And if she wasn't in one of those little push carts, I would have just slapped on her ass like, get on out of here. Get on out of here. I see that jiggle. Get on out of here. With your 330 ass. 333 ass. Get on up out of here. Let me stop. Oh, by the way, guys, guess what? I'm jumping on a comedy stage this Wednesday for open mic. I forgot the name of the spot, but it's in Town Square. So I'm excited. I signed up last week. They told me it was too early to sign up. So I just signed up again last night on the plane. So hopefully they'll get back to me and confirm me. But we're getting on stage this Wednesday. So that being said, yes, let's go. So that being said, for me, it's time to take action. It's time to take action. So when you start talking about, the funniest guy in the world, I'm telling you, I'm finna show the world how funny I am. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just that time to like, the guy said, have you ever did comedy before? I said, to be honest with you, I've been doing virtual comedy since COVID. He said, virtual comedy? What is virtual comedy? I said, bro, I do lives and webinars and Zooms every day, all day. And all I'm doing is making people laugh and making people make money. What What more? What's more enthusiasm than what? Like that's the best type of comedy you're gonna get. Laughing, making money, learning, all at the same time. Get out of here. I said, you can't beat that shit with your hand in some grease. And the guy said, grease? I said, well, lotion if you prefer. I'm from the country, you know what I'm saying? We just use the grease, bro. We just use the grease. A lady asked me one day, what are you doing with all of it? What are you doing with that? I said, I rub that all over my body. She said, you know how many toxins in that? As she drink a Dr. Pepper. I said, bitch, you can't be telling me about toxins and grease as you suck on the deep throat of Dr. Pepper right now. Come on now. I think you got Twinkies in your damn cart right now. Like, don't do me. Don't do me. You see how good this skin look? Telling me how many toxins in Vaseline. You know how much stuff is inside that? Let me show you some better stuff. How about you put that Dr. Pepper down first and start taking action? You know summertime is coming. Where your summer body at, baby? Where your summer body? So let me stop. Let me stop. I'm ready to do some crowd work. I'm ready to make fun of people. I'm ready to talk politics. I'm ready to talk everything that nobody wants to talk about. I'm ready to make jokes about it. That's for sure. I'm ready to make jokes about it. Yo, put some fire in the chat if you're already having an amazing time. Wait a minute. Yeah, we ain't got but 33 likes. You know what? I'm finna walk off stage. I'm finna walk off stage. I'm gonna walk off stage on y'all ass. Happy Memorial Day, you ungrateful. You ungrateful. Let's talk about you guys. Let's talk about the guys that come into the live and ready to receive a good word, but don't put the action in. This is why your belly button on the other side. This is why you still this is why you got the Audi versus the innie, and you can't wear tank tops and t-shirts no more. This is why you choose to probably be obese, because you got that Audi. You be sucking your thumb with your finger in your belly button. That done backfired on you like cauliflower ear. You got the cauliflower belly button. That's why you wearing t-shirts at the pool. I understand. Let me say this and let me remind you, simple little actions of just liking the live. It shows you appreciation, because like I say, we live in the land of the free for the simple fact it's because of the brave. Never forget that. What's up, hitter? Never forget that. So back on point. Summertime is here. Heat is on. Action time. What actions are you taking? Are you taking more actions for the gym? Are you taking more actions to literally leave your job? Because see, a lot of you guys forget about this industry, because this industry is one of the hardest industries for an individual to be successful in. And you come over here assuming that you're going to literally quit your job, assuming that you're going to literally start breaking generational curses, assuming that this is going to be the last straw of an opportunity that you're going to take a risk in, and this is it. This is like the Michael Jackson tour for you. This is it. This is where you moonwalk away and say, you know what, the hell with this job, This is where you get all of that energy from. So my question to you is this going how the fitness is going? Is this going how any other manifestation is going? Have you guys realized that you run into a problem where you start manifesting to things and you get real close to it and then it don't happen? Put some ones in the chat if this is something that you can remind yourself of. I get so close and then boom, something happens. I get so close and then something happens. I get and then something happens. I start my week positive, and then right on the Thursday, I tell myself I don't want to put my profits back in the market, and then boom, something happens. You want to know what that happens is? That's because the lack of preparation. That's because lack of discipline. That's because lack of consistency. That's because you never listen to yourself. That's because you do the opposite of what got you there. And then you start getting cocky, because let me tell you, winning in a wrong way will take you down a wrong path. Do you understand that? You can win bad trades And then the good trade will literally take you out the game. Why would a good trade take you out of the game? Because a solid trade is going to take some emotional stamina. A solid, really good trade is going to take some thought process. It's going to take some proper planning. It's going to take a community to succeed at it versus one individual trying to snipe at it. Yeah, we might be the educators and giving you guys the signals and giving you guys the psychology. But when it comes to you particularly winning, why are you not winning? So you got to go back to actions. And then see, this is what happens when you start talking about, I just talk about the sales game. This is something I'm really good at. And a lot of individuals are going to understand this metaphor. So I believe in building the business, and I believe in building the business in the sense because if you approach this opportunity as a building business or a business building opportunity, and the product is the people and the people mindset of financial literacy. You understand that? Like a product is only proven when you have, a product is only proven when a salesman don't have to sell it. He just have to convince people to take action. This is why I build the business here in iGenius, because I don't have to sell iGenius. I don't have to sell the product. I just have to convince people to take action on having a better relationship with money. So when I come to the mindset of saying, you know what? Let's build this business. Let's build this business. Why do I build the business? Because I don't have capital. I need capital. I don't have time. I don't have a lot of time. I can't just go out and just go get me another job. I need capital that has no emotions attached to it, so I can literally go into the financial market on a whole nother level. Put some ones in the chat if you're still trading financially, emotionally. Put some ones in the chat. Put some twos in the chat if you're still trading and you're immediately getting anxiety when you get in the trade. You're getting anxiety, you're getting nervous, you're getting like you don't understand why this feeling comes when you're even looking to get into the trade. You have the signal, everybody's talking about the signal, but the signal is approaching the area. You immediately, because you've lost so much, you haven't been winning, you immediately start thinking, oh my God, I don't know, can I really afford? What lot size do I use? Oh my God, I'm getting so nervous, I don't know what to do. And then you just go in and you cheat yourself and you put like a smallest lot size just to feel comfortable, just in case it does not go your way. Put some fire in the chat. This is your thought process. Let me tell you, I remember when I used to see a signal, and I remember when I was to give signals, and I had no confidence in the signals because some of the signals I was still new at trading, and some of the signals were just literally getting blown through. And then next time I gave a good signal, I go, ooh, the last few signals that I gave, man, the motherfuckers got blown through. So if I'm going to take my own signal, man, I'm just going to put a 0.05 on that thing. You know what I'm saying? So if I go the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? I got to go 100 pips to give me what I'm willing to lose. That's like cheating yourself. This is like cheating your mind. This is like compromising in the mind. That's just like, let me read something that I read. Let me read something because this what I'm about to say. They say when something is for you, look at this. It will feel healthy. It will feel supportive. You won't question. You won't second guess. Instead, it will remind you on how worthy and how valuable you are when something is for you. When something is for you, you do not have to chase it. It attracts to you. Anything and everyone. When something is for you. When something is for you, it also brings clarity. It brings alignment, not chaos and not confusion. When something is for you, you have to 100% stop ignoring the signs and understand that everything that you have attracted was already in you. Mm. Have y'all ever heard the story about the two babies in the womb talking about, is there life after delivery? Let me say that again. Have y'all ever heard the story of the two babies in the wombs talking about, is there a life after delivery? Put some twos in the chat if you've never heard it. Put a one in the chat if you've heard this story. I've heard this story a long time ago, then I ran across it yesterday on TikTok. I think Anthony is the only one that heard it. Most people haven't heard the story. So I'm going to tell the story as best to my knowledge that I know it. You guys can go find it and look it up, but it's an amazing story. So imagine there's two babies in the womb. The other baby looks at the other baby and he says, do you believe in life after delivery? Do you think there's something more after this? The other baby looks at the baby and goes, well, of course, it has to be. It has to be just more than this. And then the other baby goes, well, I don't think so, because what more could it be other than this? Because we have all the source of everything right here. I don't think there's anything outside of here. And the other baby says, well, I know one thing that's for sure. It will be more light out there. And the guy goes, more, and the other baby goes, more light. He's like, yeah, there's more light. It's dark in here. We can barely see each other. So if there's light, there's things that we can learn. There's things that we can do. And the baby goes, that's nonsense. If there's life after delivery, then why have nobody ever came back? And then the other baby goes, well, I don't know, but maybe life after delivery, maybe with the new light that we receive, because it's going to be lighter than it is in here, maybe we're able to use our arms. Maybe we're able to use our legs. Maybe we're able to walk. Maybe we're able to speak. Maybe we're able to eat with our hands. The other baby goes, man, you're crazy. You're dreaming. We scientifically have a umbilical cord stuck to us. All of our nutrients and everything comes right to what we're needing. Why would we go outside? And he goes, because that's the new beginning. Maybe there's so much more outside of there. Maybe we'll even meet mother. And then the baby goes, mother, you believe in mother? You actually believe in mother? If there is a mother, where is she now? Because I don't see her. I don't hear her. I don't feel her. And then the other baby goes, well, mother is all around us. And sometimes when you sit quietly and you sit in silence, you can sense her presence. You can feel her loving voice. Put some fire in the chat if y'all understanding this story. You can feel her loving voice. You can sense the love. Maybe mother will take care of us when we go out. Maybe mother take care of us. Nonsense. The moral of this story, imagine us being in the womb, not believing in life after delivery, knowing that once we're delivered, that God has placed someone in your life to literally take care of you, guide you through your most vulnerable phases in life. You can't walk, you can't talk, you can't eat, you can't use the bathroom by yourself, you can't dress yourself by yourself. You can't do none of these things without your mom, without your parents. And at the end of the day, you won't be doing nothing without God. God is always around us. You understand that? If we were the babies and we are in the womb, God, you see, is all around us. And sometimes you have to be silent to really feel his presence. Sometimes you got to be silent to really hear his voice. Sometimes you got to be silent and you got to be still to understand that the blessings that has been bestowed inside of you are already yours. And all you got to do is take action, beautiful people. Literally take action on your thought process. Take action on your prayers. Create childlike curiosity. Create childlike enthusiasm. Create childlike excitement. Like, where is that princess energy? Where is that, oh my God, I'm going to do this when I get this. You can't allow society and the life that you live today. Because if we put some times on it, because I always do this with people, I always say, all right, there's 24 hours in the day. How long are you sleeping? Watch this. Let's do it. We got 30 more minutes. I won't spend 30 minutes on this. What? Really? That's that's crazy. That's crazy. So imagine, let's go. Yo, Jeff, I'm gonna pick on you right now, Jeffrey, how long do you sleep at night? Let's be completely honest. How long do you sleep? Type it in the chat. Anybody can answer the question just in case Jeff gets frozen thumbs and he can't answer fast enough. So people, type in the chat how long you sleep at night on an average. We got 24 hours in a day. Let's do some math. Watch this. There we go. Some say 4 hours. Some say 4 hours. Jeffrey got 4 hours, 5, 6 hours, 6 hours. So since I picked Jeff, if Jeff is sleeping 4 hours, he got 20 hours left. How long you working every day, Jeffrey? How long you working every day? Y'all put your work hours in the chat. Some say 4 to 6. Some say 6. On the average, like 6 hours. I see in the chat. It's an average. He said, "Don't do me." Damn, Crystal, you sleep 11 hours? Let's go with Crystal right now. She got the most hours sleeping right now. Or is that your work hours? These your work hours, Crystal? Holy shit. I'm gonna say, holy shit, Crystal, god damn, girl. So if you sleeping 4 to 6 hours, here we go. You working another 11 hours. That leaves you 9 hours left of the 20. Let's go. Oh, home daycare. Yeah, you're already on it. Let's go. We're going to give you, how long are you guys, because see, you're looking at a guy that never watches TV. So I want to know how long you guys are spending on entertaining yourselves on TVs and stuff like that. How long y'all putting in TV time? How long? Zero TV? Zero TV? Now, I hope y'all zero TV time ain't like mine's. No TV? All right. All right. All right. How about this? How about this? How long are you scrolling on your phone? How long are you scrolling on your phone right now? Because a lot of y'all don't watch TV because you're too busy scrolling through Instagram and TikTok, Twitter, and all of these other things. So about 40 minutes, 2 hours. How much screen time you playing on your phone? Now, entertainment means also you participating in OBG, all of this stuff. This is on your phone. This is on the phone. No TV. So we're going to give you guys at least 5 hours on the phone. For sure, 5 hours. If you're trading, 5 hours on the phone. You're literally stuck with 6 hours left. Now imagine that whole 5 hours, you ain't making money for 5 hours. You're just looking at TradingView, you're looking at the Telegram, you're going back and forth to your broker, you're jumping on YouTube, then you're jumping on actual TikTok, then you're jumping on Instagram, you're back in the Telegram, back on TradingView. You see, this is what most of you guys are doing. All you got to count it off because time is time, Dinar. Time is time. Like for an example, watch this. Everybody knows I sleep 3 hours, 4 hours, 3-4 hours. Watch this. I was working this weekend, so my screen time is not going to be crazy. Yeah, so it's not going to be crazy, but it has 3 hours and 14 minutes just on, I don't know if y'all can see, there it is, 3 hours and 16 minutes just from my phone. This is because I was dealing with people. This weekend, I'm not going nowhere. So on Monday, when I do a mindset, you will see that it's like 9, 10 hours, 10 hours, like 10 hours a day that I'm just like beating the phone up because I'm recruiting and I'm doing things like that. But imagine if I sleep 3 hours. I slept maybe like 2.5 hours right now because I got here like 1:30. I've been up since like 4. So like 3 hours I slept. I got another 3 hours and 16 minutes. So that's 6 hours out of my day. So I already got like 18 hours left. I'm going to spend at least 10 hours with my daughters. Like they're going to get up probably here in the next hour or so. And I'm going to easily spend from 6 to 5, 6 to 4 with them. Easy. You see? So that leaves me with like 8 hours. I'm going to eat, take shower. I'm going to do gym. So that's another 2-3 hours. You see? So that left me with like 5 hours. I got 5 hours left out of my day. I haven't even been to my business. I haven't did anything productive for us as a business owner. So I'm going to spend at least an hour, 2 hours of just on the back office of just managing my business, making sure this is this, making sure all of this is all of the business things. So that leaves me like 3 hours. I just told y'all I meditated for like 30 minutes this morning. So that's like another little meditation. So I spent 30 minutes on that. So I got like 3 hours, like 2 hours and 30 minutes left. I haven't read anything. I haven't self-developed. I haven't prayed. I haven't read the Bible. I haven't put scripture in. I haven't done none of those things today already. So imagine when you calculate the time, this is when you start saying like, yo, I need to be better with time management, which will allow me to have better risk management, which will allow me to make better decisions while I'm actually in action. See, a lot of you guys are manifesting things, performing it poorly. So therefore, you're not going back to going, yo, why am I not getting yeses? So to bring this whole conversation back to a salesman aspect, and the reason why I told you I like building the business because of the product, you have to find your art of flow in the actions of the manifestations that you're trying to attract. Let me say that again. You have to find the art of flow in the actions of the manifestations that you're trying to attract. So as a salesman, when I'm standing on the block and I'm trying to attract yeses, I'm trying to create a salesman. Let me tell you, I have a successful business that starts from zero every day. So when people start saying like, bro, you've been in business for so long, you're in the retail business, you're in the trade show business, but you're so lucky. Oh man, that's good. I'm so proud of you. Do you understand the drive that an owner has to have of a business that starts from zero every day? Every day. Imagine your trading account doesn't even start from zero. You got money in there. The actual business starts from zero every day, and it takes interaction with people for the register to start opening up and that number to change. So as a salesman, when I stand out there to attract a yes, I have to be willing to go through the no's. I must be willing to get into flow. So therefore, when I'm speaking, everything is going to my manifestation. My actions are replicating what I'm trying to manifest for today. So if you're trying to be a successful trader, my question to you, why is there no technical analysis breakdown? Why is there no back testing? Why is there no verification? Why there's no 2 to 3 confluences that you're actually implementing before you press the button? How many times have you pressed the button in the trade because you hear everybody talking about the trade? You jump in the trade from the 15-minute time frame. The educator is giving it to you from the 4-hour time frame, and now you realize like, oh shit, I didn't jump in way too early. I didn't even realize it. I thought everybody was already in the trade, but they were just talking about the trade, and I jumped into the trade already. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So I'm here to tell you guys, as a salesman, you have to find the art of flow of you selling yourself on why this business is a valuable product for the people that's always going to be around you. Because most of you guys are here, parents-wise, is to basically bring this down to your children. You want your children to consistently do this as well. You want everybody, for you to be successful, for you can teach any and everybody this skill set in your family, so nobody is struggling in the 9 to 5. Nobody is going through the hamster wheel. Nobody is going to check by check. But imagine your actions. Imagine your actions when it gets tough. So as a salesman, when things are getting no's and no's and no's, I don't change my action. Because I know one yes is going to take me from zero. One good trade is going to take me from non-profitable to profitable. And then the mindset that I choose to have when I'm not profitable should be the same mindset that I have when I'm profitable. So therefore, you consistently compound, and you will never allow the environment to affect the energy and the actions that I'm going to give out. Oh, it's raining today. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to build the business. Oh, it's snowing today. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go get the business. People say, oh, why do you travel so much? Yo, I got money in Detroit. I got money in Chicago. I got money in Virginia. I got money in South Carolina. I got money in North Carolina. I got money in Arizona. I got money in Florida. I got money in New York. I got money in Philly. I got money in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I got money. I can go on and on of the state. I got money in Texas. I got money in, you understand that? I got money there. So guess what we doing? We going to get it. People say, why you travel so much? Man, I got money over there. What, you willing to go clock in for the money? I'm willing to jump on flights for it. you understand that? You're willing to go sit at a cubicle. You're willing to go sit at a desk. You're willing to go be told what to do. I'm willing to jump on a flight for it. I'm willing to go get into people's face for it. I'm willing to go make people super uncomfortable with the impulse action of somebody running up on them saying, let me show you something amazing. Man, I really ain't got no time. Well, let's talk about time, sir. Because you ain't finna get no more. So I don't know what world you living in when you talk about I ain't got no more time, because I don't have time either. But I'm standing right here. I'm from Las Vegas, bro. Give me 10 seconds and let me change your life. All right, I got 10 seconds. You see? The art of rejection and turning around. People say, sir, have you ever traded before? Oh, man, I'm good. Well, we turning good to great over here. I don't know about you, but wouldn't you not want to be great? Is your finances good or is your finances great? Oh, I'm good. All right. Well, you stay on that good side. We're going to be on this great side over here. You understand that? So this is what I'm telling you guys. You guys got to start finding that childlike excitement, because when I speak on iGenius, how many people right here, when you're nervous to speak on iGenius because of the bad reviews? Put some ones in the chat right now. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because I get this all the time. Mr. H, what do you do when people start talking about the reviews of iGenius? Have you read them? 80% of the reviews that are negative for iGenius can easily be like wiped out by OBG in itself. If everybody went on Yelp, went on Google, went on all of the platforms where you can leave a review and left an amazing review for iGenius. Imagine how many times you guys have been in my class, how long you've been in OBG, and yet pay your membership, but have not went and left a good review for iGenius. But bitch and complain that the reviews that are there that are so freaking old, we have 3,000 something people. We can go give 3,000 five-star reviews right now. Boom, change the game right then and there. So now you flood that, you change that right now. So versus talking nonsense in the chat, somebody should say, hey, here's the link to iGenius. Somebody go drop it. Everybody leave a good review. Screenshot your review. That's another way to do that, because we're a community. On top of that, let's talk about the negative reviews before I go. 90% of the reviews are someone saying, I wanted to learn how to trade, but the person who recruited me wanted me to go recruit. I'm not into the network marketing. I just wanted to learn the skill set. What happened with iGenius is because they allow network marketers, influencers to use and sell the product when they weren't the product. We are the product. You understand that? So we are the creators. We are the education. We are the life performance. So this is where you should get the childlike excitement, the childlike curiosity to go out there and start like literally planting seeds. You should get the childlike enthusiasm to say, hey, I'm going to create another game plan and I'm going to start building the business to get that capital. So I ain't got to work so hard for it. I can literally be the best connector. I can be the best middleman. I can be the Amazons. I can be the Airbnb. I can be do you understand? Airbnb don't own no homes. They're connecting people who need homes with people who have homes. They're the ultimate middle person. So imagine when I start selling my product, I'm not selling the product. I'm selling the concept of ionization. And all I'm doing is convincing people to take action. Because when people start taking action, that's when you start generating data. The more people you talk about trading, more people will start trading around you, and then your environment is going to start changing. So as a salesman, I like to stay in the art of flow of what I'm trying to manifest. And if I'm trying to manifest a $5,000 day, a $10,000 day, a $15,000 weekend, a $20,000 weekend, a $100,000 weekend, guess what my actions is going to be? I'm not putting one person on the plane. I'm not the only one getting on the plane. I got 30 individuals getting on the plane. I got 30 individuals going through TSA. I got 30 individuals getting Airbnbs. I got 15 individuals renting cars. You understand that now? So there's so much more power in big numbers. There's so much power in getting a whole bunch of people to do a little bit, which covers a lot, because a lot of people ain't got time. So when you start understanding the flow, when you start understanding that flow, then you're going to start understanding like, yo, the reason why I'm not consistently winning because I'm jumping in and out of flow in trading. I'm jumping in and out of trades when I can allow the trade to mature and flow into profitability. I'm sitting here struggling with the opportunity, and the reason why I'm struggling with the opportunity because there's no giving there. All I'm doing is taking in information, taking in fishes, taking in trades, taking in education, but I'm not giving anything back. I always say, if you come into this organization and you don't plant the seed in someone else's ear on what you're doing on a daily basis over here, that's like coming to the barbecue and literally leaving your plate on the table. Coming to the barbecue empty-handed, not even bringing cups, paper plates, not even bringing drinks. I'm the type of person that, listen, if I'm going to be invited somewhere, I'm not even going to ask you if I need to bring something. I'm just going to bring something off the strength and then let everybody say, oh, you didn't have to do that. You didn't even have to do that. Oh, I know, but this is how I roll. You understand that? Like, you don't go to places or people houses empty-handed. And if you're going to go empty-handed, you better be coming there with service and you better take your shoes off. Like this is the simple as that. Like, bro, let me wash some dishes. Let me take the trash out. I was at an iGenius mansion party. iGenius mansion party. Watched everybody take their paper plates, stuff it into a trash can that was already full. Hundreds of dudes there. Everybody, I see another guy take trash off the top of it, put it over there on the side of the counter when there's a trash bag box right there. I look at the dude. I said, bro, where you from? He says, Germany. I said, y'all don't know how to take the trash out in Germany? He said, excuse me? Excuse me? Bro, fucking take the trash out. So I'm like taking the trash out. So imagine I'm like stuffing the trash. I'm like pressing my hand down in the trash. And I'm fly as fuck. I'm in all linen over there with a fedora that says say win on it. Imagine. I'm the biggest dude there. I'm stuffing the trash down. I'm taking the trash out. As I pull the trash up, the president of iGenius walks by, Chad, and he goes, this is why we will always have major respect for you, Mr. H, because you always on point. I'm like taking the trash out in the middle of a party. You see? Action. Because I'm like, bro, I can't stand to look at this trash because that's my responsibility at home. Like, I'm not like, I can't let the trash overflow. You can't never let the trash overflow. So I'm taking the trash out. I'm just like, and I'm making fun of the Germans who are just sitting there stuffing the trash versus taking the trash out. I said, bro, that could have been your points right there. I don't need the points because they know me already. But as someone new, this is little actions that you can take. So imagine for the individuals who are in here, you can find these little bitty actions, these little bitty, in the basketball world, we call them the trash buckets. Like you got to get some of those trash buckets, the little rebounds, the putbacks, the steals, the free layups. Like this is the garbage buckets. Like you got to be willing to get some of the garbage trades. You got to be willing to get your little money, stack your little money. Now let's go make some more money. Let's diversify ourselves. I got crypto moving. I got stocks moving. I got Forex moving. I got binary moving. I got business moving. Now guess what we need to go get? Let's go get that business building movement. Let's go get that multi-level marketing money. Let's go get that network marketing money. Let's go get that level up money. Let's go get the 25,000. Let's go get the 5,000. Let's go get the 10,000. Let's go get that money because it's right there. And all you got to do is go get people. Imagine people are in need. People are in need. And all you got to do is just talk to people. Miss H, one of my people on the call right now that I've been trying to get to join, and she be on here with you all the time. Then she bullshitting. Stop bullshitting. Stop bullshitting. Get your ass over here and press the button and get committed. Because imagine ain't nothing going to change until you actually take action. Nothing is going to change until you start taking action. And I'm the type of individual that I'm like your brother, I'm like your cousin, I'm like your uncle. I'm like the individual that is in your life to tell you exactly what needs to be heard, not wants to be heard. And I'm telling you, I don't see how an individual can come around us on a daily basis or just on a consistent basis or be around another individual who is around individuals like us and not want to go where we're going. Whole system is changing right now. And you don't want to be the individual that knew about something, took zero actions, because only the difference between you and Denara is taking action. Who matters what her stats are? Because her stats to your stats, I've met people that I brought into the business that was nervous to get into the business because they didn't think they were going to be able to compare or compete with me. And they're doing better than me in OBG. You see? Because your race is your race. Your race is not my race. You understand that? I've had people where I've given trades where the trade hit my stop loss and people had game-changing trades with that. They have their best trades with that. I had weeks where I've lost 6 figures, or not 6 figures, like 5 figures. And then a guy that never trades shows me that he won $4,000, $5,000 in one trade. I'm just like, the fuck? I started looking up, you know. Humble. It's action. But I've also been standing next to an individual that speaks to an individual and says, sir, would you like to try something amazing? The person says, no, I'm not interested in that. I look at the same person and be like, sir, let me show you. Give me 10 seconds. He was like, all right, I got 10 seconds. And then I sell him for $1,000. It just happened this weekend. It just happened this weekend. I had a salesman from Haiti ask a family that looked like some UK. They looked like UK Indians, but they were like Indians. He goes, sir, you want to try something amazing? And the guy goes, no, sir, I'm okay. I go, namaskaram, sir. I do just like this, namaskaram. He goes, what is this? What is this? What is this? I said, this is ionization, sir. What ionization? I never heard of it. What is the research? Is it backed by anything? He's like talking to me like this. I said, put your feet together and let me show you. I can show you a lot faster than I can tell you. I do the demonstration. The first thing that comes out of his mouth, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do it one more time, please. One more time. Please, please. I do the demonstration. Blows his mind. Yo, Devontae, guy buys 6 braces. Indian, 6 braces, $600 right there. And the guy looking, John Byrne looking, he's like, man, I think that might be a split. I'm like, he told you no, bro. He told you no. He told you no. And he told me yes. He told me yes. You see what I'm saying? So the first time you ask someone, yes, they're going to tell you no. The second time you ask them, yes, they might tell you no again. The third time you ask them, they're going to say yes. Sometimes you got to ask a lot of motherfuckers like 10 times just because you already know their personality. How many times you got to ask your homeboy, bro, let's go to the mall real quick. Man, I don't feel like going to the mall. Bro, let's go to the mall real quick. Man, I don't feel like going. Man, let's go to the mall. Yeah. All right, bro, you still going to the mall, bro? Bro, you can come back and scoop me, bro. You see? We ain't splitting that. We ain't splitting that. That's no split. There's no split. You got to know. By the way, it's 555. It's 555, beautiful people. So what I'm here to say and what I want you guys to learn out of this memorial mindset, I think it was a pretty solid one. That you guys got to understand that God is all around us. And the minute you sit still and place yourself in the presence of that energy, that godly energy that is within all of us, you have to come out of prayer, come out of meditations, come out of whatever you're doing to silence your mind with an action plan. Prayer without action is the beginning phases of illusion. And when you start talking about illusions, that is literally just any and everything that is appearing real, but it's not real. It is appearing that you're doing good, but you're not doing good. Because in my life, in my world, when you're healthy, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. When you're unhealthy, you have 2 things to worry about. And that is if I'm going to get better or if I'm going to get sick. This is literally just a fact. And if you get better, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. And if you get worse, you have 2 more things to worry about. Am I going to die or am I going to live? Like, this is how life works. And if you live, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. But if you die, you have 2 things to worry about. Am I going to heaven? Am I going to hell? You understand the whole factor of what I'm trying to tell y'all? Because if you find yourself in heaven, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you find yourself in hell, you got two things to worry about. You understand? Either gonna be dark or extra crispy. One of the two. Like this is the end game. So you need to understand. That's the only thing you need to worry about. We're gonna go dark and we're gonna go extra crispy. Like I love you guys. I love you guys. Start taking actions. Start taking action. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. Y'all get y'all screenshots. Also, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment. You guys are horrible at leaving comments. I swear for God, you guys are horrible at leaving comments. You guys are horrible. But you guys are my family. So what you expect? What you expect? It'll always be your own people. You know what I'm saying? It'll always be your own. Y'all have a great day. Make the rest of your day the best of your day, beautiful people. Deuces. Oop.